everybody, it's Jean, and I am getting ready to start my December daily. And what I wanted to do is do a quick, wait a minute, I'm going to run and get them, do a quick run through. What I want to do is kind of show you, this was last year's December daily, and I haven't looked at it. I just got it out. And this is the year before. Somehow, when I picked this up, I stuck myself. And I don't know where it came from. I've been checking it out. And I realized I used very similar fabric for this year's. But anyway, I'm just going to show you really quick. Just show you really quick my December daily. Welcome December. December 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And the reason I'm showing you this is because a lot of you would like to start them, but you really don't know what you want to do or what one looks like, and everybody's starting theirs, and it doesn't give you an overall idea of what someone's done all the way through yet. So this will kind of give you an idea. This is what I did, and you probably can look up others, but anyway, this is just what I did. Some of Santa's elves have wings. I love that. Anyway, and then I did little flip throughs, and mostly I just wrote on little cards on here. Let's see. Oh, I waited until December 7th to start my cards. I do want to get started this week on my cards. I've got them out and I've got them ready to work on. I think this was the year that we lost our nephew, my great nephew, and William, and it's just so sad. Anyway, but nevertheless, we continued on with December, and I had so much of this particular stuff left over from this year that it's going to be kind of my theme, because I want to use it up. So, but I have no theme. I normally don't have any theme. I don't follow a plan. As I do with everything, I art and craft and work as the whim strikes, or what I have in front of me, I use it and turn it into something. So that's probably what I'll do today, but I'm going to, oh, look at that. How cute is that? I forgot about that. But that's kind of what I'm going to be doing this year as well. This is freestanding here. I love that. And I tend to really love the primitive things, and so I love Victorian, and it's probably going to be a little mix, as you'll be able to see later from the cover of mine. And I'm just going to kind of show you the cover today. Oh, here's my Garden Violet soap that I opened up that day. Oh, I think this is from, did she not sign it, or did I make this? For some reason, I feel like that's from Allie, but Allie always signs everything. So, Allie, if that is from you, let me know if you're watching. Oh, I see. I used a lot. That's a Christmas card from the previous year. This is a Christmas card. Wait a minute, here we go. Yes, this is a Christmas card. And some of these are Christmas cards. This is just kind of a mess. I'm kind of reabsorbing this, how this worked. Oh, this was a tag that I didn't write in, but you know what? I could write in this here if I wanted. And oh, I love Mary Engelbright. Now I've got that. I need to back that on something. Oh, I can't. It's got all the presents. Oh, but I can rewrite that if I want to. But anyway, I don't want things to be bent up. Said from the person who used a hammer a few videos ago. So anyway, so yeah, this is really, really fun. And oh gosh, it tends to, like I say, fall out, but it helps me to see everything. This is from my friend Lynn. This was 2019. I was thinking about Lynn yesterday, and I donated some money to an animal shelter. She's so into animals and watching out for them, and I think that's a wonderful thing. Oh, you know, there is a lot of these, and I'm going to be using those this year again. Oh, special Christmas cards. I probably should get out last year's cards to even think about. So anyway, these are just fun. I'm just kind of enjoying looking through it from before. This is the tea. I didn't realize I'd had that tea for so long. This is my father-in-law used to make these. I don't think he made this one. I don't know. Usually he signs it. Usually there's a little tiny mouse somewhere. But I maybe picked it up because it reminded me of his. And here's my tag for the day. And then, yeah, Happy New Year. And a mermaid. And Merry Crochet. I sent that, so that's definitely a part of my book. I love her art. She does Santas and angels mostly, and I just not Santas, snowmen and angels mostly, and I love her art. So Mary, thank you very much, and thank you for that card, and it's treasured very much and in my book. Let's see, Think Outside 2020. Oh yeah, we're going into 2021. And ooh, all kinds of fun things. And then January. So this was my book. I did slow stitch cover, and first time I'd ever done any slow stitching. So that was fun to do. I love this book. I'm going to take some time and go through it myself a little bit more thoroughly. Now this was last year's, and I'd had this this book. I picked it up at the bins, of course, and normally I don't use anything that has plastic around it, but I didn't really want to take off the plastic because the paper was somewhat fragile. So I've had this for 3 or 4 years or 5 years or something, and had never used it. And I decided to use it for my December daily last year, kind of at the last minute. And it's so nice because it was very easy to work on because it was flat. But anyway, so this was basically my days. And this is how I did that. And as you can see, it's very... oh, and see, I've even used these again, so I'm definitely seeing a pattern here because I bought that book, and I bought not only the big book of 12 by 12 for themed, you know, this Victorian themed, But I also bought the smaller book. Was it 6 by 6? I don't know. Which I can't find the smaller book. Maybe I used it up. But anyway, so there's so many things that I love, and I actually was very excited about. What I did is I pulled out, I just slipped in things, and because the paper couldn't pull out, it was all in there, and I couldn't take the plastic off, so I just slipped things in and glued things over, and I hope I probably should stand up and see that, make sure that you guys can see this. Just quick, in case it was too glary. And then yeah, these are just so fun. I love my December dailies, and I haven't been doing anything like that. I haven't done a challenge in a while. I get bogged down with challenges. The last challenge I did was iCAD, and it wasn't this summer, it was last summer. So let me tell you, I am due for a challenge. So I'm going to do my December daily this year, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I'm loving this. I'm loving these pages. Like I say, I have not looked at this book. Oh, that's a medal. That's a medal star on that page. I'm absolutely loving this book. Just looking through it. This is a patch that you sew on something. So, and a piece of fabric, and then just a star I cut out of some interesting paper that was sent to me. I believe it's like a jelly print maybe, or but it's some sort of handmade paper, and I loved it, and I cut that star out for this book. And let's see. Ooh, this is so cute. This is a fabric tree and bird, not a fabric bird. And this was one of those cards that are sent to you hoping that you'll support Indians in the Southwest. And I don't use them for cards, but I do love their little pictures, and I like that. Some more fabric I had backing this, and then added a nice verse. I always want to include something like that. And look at that. Oh, look at those sparkles on that snow. I don't know, can you see the sparkles? Yes, love that. And yeah, this is just daily gluing, I didn't even write down here. Oh, that's December 20th. This must be the 21st and the 22nd. This paper was so fun from the year before. I saved it. My granddaughter picked it out for me, which I have a little video to show you too. I'm gonna insert it. I'm gonna insert it right here about what my granddaughter sent me for this year. This is something my granddaughter picked out for my daughter and I. We each have one, and it's an advent calendar with a tea for every single day. So this was December 1st, my first tea, and I set it all up and just really enjoyed it. My little mischief elf, and it was really fun. Okay, now I'm back. The magic of video, right? A Christmas ribbon, a llama. Love llamas still. And then oh, that was what we had for dinner. It was a dinner party. And that was, oh, that was Christmas. This was Christmas Day. And Christmas Day came, and we were all too tired to cook this delicious Christmas dinner. We were just absolutely too tired. So we ordered out, and we called it the Fa Ra Ra dinner. And after the Christmas Story where they ordered Chinese. And we ordered Chinese and just absolutely loved it. That was so funny. I had totally forgotten about that, and we talked about it over at Thanksgiving. But the next day, we fixed the prime rib, the cauliflower and cheese, the green beans and bacon, the mac and cheese, which is not on my diet, but that's what was served. Fabulous dinner, and it was just me, Diane, Lauren, and Ryan. And it was really, really fun. So anyway, and I think we enjoyed it all the more because there was no stress. We had all day to cook it, and I stayed the whole week. I stayed until New Year's, and which is kind of silly because I only live an hour away. But nevertheless, Diane bought me a purse from Patricia Nash, which I have used all year and I love. Although I would get a smaller one because I tend to pack it out and it gets very heavy. December 28th. And just pictures from a catalog that I really liked. December 29th. And more pictures from catalog. Just a little bit of, let me fix that. Ho, 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 December 29th. And then Happy New Year, and Happy New Year. And then I might just keep adding Happy New Year from every year to this book because I have all these pages that I really don't want to take out. So anyway, those are my December dailies from the last 2 years, and which were the first years that I've done these. So this is, I watched Louisa HEINZL, and I'll try and remember to put a link. A link in the, whenever I scoot around, I see things on the floor I need to pick up. But I watched hers, and I had earlier made my journal. My phone was not charged, and I wanted to start working, so I thought, well, I'll get some stuff out. So I got out some papers, and I got out this, and I got out this, and I got out my big thing, what was left here. I have papers there, and I have these that all need cut out, and I'm going to try and finish it up this year because apparently I thought I bought it last year. I've apparently had it for 2 years now. So what I did is I thought I was just going to gather preparation things while my phone charged, but being me, I am so impatient. I went ahead and made my book. So I took this book, and the book is The Cricket in Times Square by George Selden. And I have never read it, but I saw it in the bins, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. I love that cover, you know. I love that page and the book jacket. So I said to myself, go ahead and buy the book and take it home for, normally I just swipe the dust jackets, but Garth Williams is the illustrator who is a favorite of mine. And so, anyway, I read this, and it said, every once in a while, a story is told for children which captures so perfectly the imaginative realm in which even children are permitted to dwell only for a time that the adult world must stop and listen to. And it was kind of like on the theme of Alice in Wonderland, Wind in the Willows, book of A.A. Milne. Anyway, I thought, I'm going to read that. So I sat down, and in an hour or an hour and a half, I read it, and it was really fascinating, and I just so enjoyed it. So, and I'm one that I do like I like to reread books from my childhood, but I somehow missed this one. And anyway, I'm going to enjoy that, and I'm going to try and use that and maybe some of the other illustrations. But I took the book apart because I've read it and because there are millions of copies out there. So one little copy that was taken apart for a journal is fine. So anyway, so I took it apart because I wasn't going to reread it. It was just a quick story, and it'll be one I'll remember. But I took apart the book and took out pages, and I ended up with 35 pages. What I did is it's all signatures, which are good, and then I took the signatures. There's 10 pages in each signature, so I took out 4. I took out 2 on either side, the original first 2 of each signature. So I took 2 on this side and 2 on this side, then I flipped it over, took the next signature, took out 2 here and 2 here, and I have a whole pile of pages that I took out, which I already know what I'm going to do with those, because there's a craft I saw that will be really, really fun. So anyway, so I took those out, and then everywhere that I took out the, ooh, look at that. What is that in there? Oh, that's just, I thought it was a bug. No, it's just thread. Everywhere that I took out a page, the pages from the front and from the back, I glued those together so that I would have a limited number of pages. Now, normally what you want is 31, and I ended up with 35. So I have 35 here, and which is kind of nice to have a few extra pages, because if you really have a lot for one day, you can add to it. So I feel pretty good. I'm going to be able to do this. And I got this really dirty when I was gluing. I was having a little bit of a hard time with the glue, and I didn't know what it was, and I realized there's ink on here, on this paper that I've been using, and it was making my hands dirty. So every time I was rubbing it, it was making it dirty. So anyway, so I went ahead and I glued that pocket in, because I really didn't know what I was going to do with that day. But that'll be my introductory page anyway. And then this is the page that I'm going to do today. Now, I watched Louisa HEINZL's daily. It's called the Ephemera, remember, or something. I cannot get around that name. I just cannot get around it. It's remember I can't do it. I can't say it. Later on I'll try and say it, but right now I can't. But anyway, I was having trouble deciding. I wanted to do the book cover in this, and isn't that funny, because I did the book cover. I had this, I still had some of this, and I was deciding between this and this to do the book cover. That's a piece of fuzz. That's not dirt. But I decided on this one that would look better with this. I was going to do the whole book cover in just a fabric like that one. Not slow stitch, just glued. But then I just used one of these double pages like this, and I should have, not like that one. Let's see. That one would have been cute, but I could have used any one of these for the cover. And what I did is I folded it like that, which is of course the reason that, now that would have been cute to have that on the other side, but I knew that I would have to put this because it just fit. It just fit on there and going around the spine, but there was no room, and the orange book was showing through. It had to fold over. So I took it and folded it in half and cut it, and then I put it on here, and then glued it down and then folded it over here, underneath here, and on the top. Did the same for the back side. I folded the other side of it. This is the actual other side of this, and which is almost even, but it was a little tough to fold this. This was very thin, so I gave it a little more room on the back side. So that's why this line doesn't quite line up with that. But who is going to point that out? Just me. Okay. So anyway, so I'm very happy with how my book turned out. I love it. And I love this. It's quite a contrast, yet it does pick up some of these little pine cones and some of this, and I'm debating whether to antique this edging and stuff. But I love it so much like it is, I just might not. But I might. If it gets kind of grungy as I'm working in it, I might do that. But anyway, that's where I am today. And I'm going to do December 1, and I have I was watching this video from HEINZL, and they're doing a whole thing. They're doing a themed book, her and 49 dragonflies. Or is it Dragonflies 49? 49 dragonflies, I think it is. They're both from Austria, and fabulous artists. And so I printed out some of her ephemera that she offered. This was all free. And there it is. She has an Etsy shop, Etsy LUISE, and that must be a C, LUISC, HEINZL, and that's her Etsy shop. But these were free, and these were just downloads that she put on her video. And so, like I say, it's a freebie. It's a freebie. Oh, it's called, this is what they call it, Defemmeramber. Okay, well anyway, so this was a little bit big. It fit for my first page. But I kind of made that a little bit big, and I made the moon a little bit big. So I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna reprint those. I'll use these maybe somewhere else, some other time, maybe to send something out. And I found this paper, and I thought I'm gonna use that. So I'm gonna start right off by cutting this out. And of course mine is not going to be as intense as hers, because they're both such good artists, and I just don't have the have it in me, I think, quite to do so many details. But I'm going to do something that I like, and I'm going to do it a little bit different than hers, and I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun doing it today, and hopefully I'll be able to get this video up for you today before it gets too far into December, because I might have to start, but my December daily is going to be a day late, because I started a day late, and I will do December 2nd probably tonight. and I will film it and then show you tomorrow. So hopefully we'll have some. But their prompt for the day was mason jar, fluff, and oh gosh, there was something else I can't remember. Mason jar, fluff, and I don't know, maybe it was hedgehog. I don't think it was, but I'm going to cut these out. When I went to go print my label for my sale, I had a sale on, I had a eBay sale. When I went to go do my label, I found out I am out of copy paper to print my labels on. So I went through all of my paper, and I'm going to have to, how many times have I passed up a ream of copy paper just because it's heavy and I knew I had tons of paper? Well, I do, but I found out one of the boxes of paper I have sells for about $100 on eBay. So so I didn't want to get into that. Even though I don't have a full box, I have like 3/4 of a box. So let me just put that around. I'm wondering if that would just blend in. No, it still looks better if it's cut out. But she showed how to make this, and I was going to make my own, but then time was getting past, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to take time to watch these videos and leave myself time to do the thing. But what she did to make these little hedgehog spikes is just use a little hole puncher every so often. And in order to do the color, she used instant coffee, and she sprayed the drawing that she made, and she sprayed it with water, and then she sprinkled instant coffee sprinkles, and then she sprayed it again so it would mesh and mix up and fill in the whole space. And then she waited for it to air dry, because she said if she used the dryer on it, it would mess up the design it was making. So I was going to make one, but I I saw this little printable, and I thought, I'm just going to do the little printable today. And I might make one for another time, because how many times can you use a hedgehog in journaling? 1,000,000, because hedgehogs are adorable. So for this one, I am just going to use that. And then I'm going to cut out her moon, because she had a particular stencil from Tim Holtz where it put in the patterns and everything on the moon. So I don't have that. So I was happy to have the moon. I was thinking about doing like what she did to start off with, where she sprayed it and it made kind of a glow behind it. So I might do that, but I don't really have any. I have this spray, but I don't have anything the right color. I just have I don't have the right color. Oh, wait a minute. I do have the yellow one. I think I still have some yellow. I do have a yellow one. Okay. Maybe I will just go for it. So what I'm going to do is I am also going to I want to draw it so it's wouldn't you know, I've got two. Will that fit in there? Yes. And I just want to do that and that. And then a little trick she showed us, you fold it without creasing it. You fold it like so, and you don't crease it. Just, well, let me get this one first. And that way you have a matching side. Sort of, okay? Now I'm going to fold this side, but it wouldn't matter if I crease this one or not because I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use it to draw my cutout. So I'm going to cut out part of that. So let me find a pencil. Of course, when I'm looking for pencils, all I find are pens. And when I'm looking for pens, all I find are pencils. That's a little bit big. I'm going to cut it down a little bit more. Now let me cut those together so they match. Instead of cutting one and then the other, I'm just going to cut them both at the same time. Okay. Now, I think that's a better window to the soul kind of a thing. And, ooh, you know what? I might go ahead and do my, I have some silver paint to make that top look very silvery. She used embossing stuff, which I have, but I really didn't want to use it. Okay, let me see here. Let me grab this. I want a round brush. No, or one with the point here. This is good. I just bought one too at the bins. Okay, so I'm kind of winging it here because I'm doing things backwards from the way they did it because I'm not doing the same thing she's doing exactly. So I'm kind of winging it. I'm not even sure if that's gonna show up. I might have to re-black the lines here, which wouldn't be a problem. And I'm working here on the dedication page. But this is going to give it a little bit of a nice feel of a actual mason jar lid. probably. There, I feel like I can paint a little freer now. Just want the lid to be silver, like the old zinc lids were. I actually have one. And I can dry this quickly because it doesn't matter on this one. So, ooh, I do love my paint set here, these classic metallics. Love that. Okay, so let me wash out my brush. And I'll set this aside, because I think that's all the painting I'm going to do. Now, let's get my black Posca pen. Just put something under it in case it bleeds through. There. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for that. Okay, there, I got my little jar lid. That looks very cool. Now, this is what she did. She drew there. Now, I'm going strictly from memory. Okay, and then what I want behind that, there's the moon. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that, and there's my moon. And then I'm going to glue this down. I think she put some stuff to edge it with on the side. I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil and smudge instead. Ooh, while I'm here, I'm going to show you what I received from Bettsy Doodle. She has just started selling on Etsy. So I thought I would send her a little order, and of course, you know, I didn't mind at all getting what I got. But these are just beautiful, and these are going to go in my December daily, some of these. So anyway, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Bettsy. And and Dee, I should say. Dee's her real name. She also sent me a little packet of goodies along with it. So, which I have already used in some of my stuff. Here's one right here. And anyway, she sent me quite a few little goodies to go with that. So anyway, I was really tickled with that. Okay, I'm back. I had to take a break because somebody came in and now I'm back and I forgot to do my spray. So what I'm going to do to kind of give this a glow, I'm going to outline it, and of course I cannot put my hands on the Stabilo, but I'm going to put some, I'm using a sketching pencil here, and I'm going to put some graphite down, and then I'm going to rub it. And that's going to give it just a little bit of a glow, like it's in the sky. And especially is nice actually with the dark graphite, because it oh gosh, what happened there? Oh, I bet that's the glue. It gives it a little bit of an extra glow, and it's nighttime, so it does give me kind of a nighttime feel. Thank goodness this is just a little book for me, because I don't mind those little issues, and I might think of a way to cover that up anyway. And I'm also going to kind of outline this to really show the opening. I do hate to work on things like that. There. So anyway, I don't like that, but I'll think of something to put over that. Now I seem to have lost my little guy again. Okay, I found him. It was on the desk, probably in plain sight, but I covered him up and then uncovered him, I guess. Okay, now, one thing she did is she wrapped him in a long fuzzy. So, I should have grabbed that before I turned the camera back on. Okay, I have just discovered my camera was not on for all that time. I had turned it off because someone came in and I did not apparently turn it back on correctly. I know I turned it off and on and off and on because I kept losing things. But this is my page finished, except for the date. I'm looking for a date. So I've got to get some numbers out here, and I want to, some numbers and letters. And this is my tag to write on about December 1st. There's my little hedgehog. There's my little hedgehog in his little coat. And I put all those little feathers on, and you saw me put this down and this down. I added some glow, and he's looking at the sun through, or the moon through the mason jar in his bed of leaves and woodland home. So I am very disappointed that I don't have, I'm wondering if I should use yellow. I don't have the video for you. I'm just And oh, my conversation, it was just amazing. I was telling you everything, having such a good time. I'm wondering if I should just use a number. And I don't have to put December. Do I have to put December? Because I really don't have, I mean, I have plenty to put December with, but I kind of had it in my mind what I wanted, and so far I'm not seeing any letters to spell out December really woodlandy. These are just too big, although the number 1 would be good. Yeah, I really don't have no D's in there. D-E-C. I've got an E and a C. Can I make a D? Don't have anything I can make a D out of. Oh, well. Let's see on this side. Could have done it with these. I like the brown better than the black. I have some black and I have some gold. Don't know if I want the gold. Let me look through this one more time. I'm going to show you I'm not going to show every day what I've been doing. I'm going to show you as many days as I can. Definitely try to do tomorrow since you didn't get to see today. Any D, that's a B. Well, that's a good letter 1. That's a good letter 1. I might just go, I mean, it's a December daily, so do I have to put December every day, that it's December 1st? No, because I get to do whatever I want. So, I think I'm just going to use that number 1 because I like it. So where, I was going to put it right there. Is that going to be in the way? There. There's the 1. First day of December daily. So here we are. I feel like it maybe needs some borders, or I probably should have, I might smudge that. It seems I really should have something else, but let's see. Let's just see. I should have done that date there. What did I do with my pencils? Okay. And just to finish it off, I'm going to put a little bit of paint on. I think I'll use the copper. There. Ooh, happy with that. So here we have Mr. Hedgehog in his warm blanket because it's winter, December 1st. And our mason jar. And our tag. And our number 1 because today's December 1st. So thank you all for watching. Hey, have fun and let me know if you decide to do a December daily. Bye-bye.